Wait, oh. We starting already? Hey, CJ! Hey, where's CJ at? Oh, we starting? Alright, give me 5 minutes. Wait, hey, come on. Yeah, we started. Hey, go. I'm up.
What's up, pedestrians, and welcome back to episode 2 of Word on the Street. I'm one of your hosts, Deja Peters.
I'm another host, Cedric Joe.
And I'm Noah Abbott, another host.
And we have a special guest with us today. I'll let her tell you about herself.
Hey y'all, I'm Kheris Rogers. I am the CEO of Flexin In My Complexion. I am an activist, a model, a singer. Did I say actor?
Multi-talented.
Yeah,
Period. Everything.
There's a little bit of it all. Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about your business?
So Flexin My Complexion is a business I started a few years ago just to let other young boys and girls know that you are beautiful no matter what. And it's basically just about loving yourself and showing who you really are, especially because we live in a time where I went through a lot of colorism, racism, and stuff like that. So it's really to show young black people to just express yourself. Wow. Period.
Beautiful.
Not real. So, do you have any other, stuff that we can expect to see?
Yeah, I'm announcing my book is. I'm announcing that I'm having a book dropping this week.
Author too?
Wow, a book. Wow.
It's like author in the beginning. You gotta.
Right.
No, that's new to me. I haven't even announced it yet, so it's just like I haven't got used to it or anything.
Word on the Street exclusive.
I know.
You got a book dropping from Kheris.
So when did you start getting into acting?
Well, initially, acting just kind of came in because first I started going viral on Twitter for just photos and stuff like that.
Okay.
Then Nickelodeon reached out, and then I started doing shows with them and stuff. I did Middle School Moguls, Cousins for Life.
Wow.
I did I think a few more actually. I just can't think of the names, but it kind of just all flowed together and stuff. So
Okay.
yeah.
That's good.
I heard you mention when you were younger, you went through colorism and racism, and now you saying you're modeling and stuff like that. What's something that you would tell younger other boys and girls that are going through what you went through right now?
I would tell them that it doesn't matter what other people think about you, only what you think of yourself. And that hurt people. So, just sit there and reflect on yourself and just know that you are beautiful, you are confident, you're creative, you are smart, you are everything that you can think of.
Absolutely. Now, tell us how old you are real quick, because you seem real wise beyond your years.
I know.
I'm 15. I'm not 13, Cedric.
Google, that's it.
Yeah, that's what it's.
I know, Google be messing up a lot. Cause it says I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and I was born and raised in Los Angeles.
Let's set the record straight. Let me
Exactly.
I'm born and raised in Los Angeles. So. Where are you from?
I'm from LA.
Okay.
Okay.
Born and raised.
Love
I'm
that.
from the land for real.
LA.
No confusion there. Period.
Okay.
That's fire. You got a lot going for yourself. That's tough.
Thank you. Y'all do too.
Yeah.
No, we work. We for sure making stuff happen for ourselves, and I feel like that's what it is now. We all got to do stuff to promote ourselves and push ourselves forward. So kudos to all of us.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
We got to do.
Nah, but I have a question for you. So talking about the book. So how long have you been writing this book for? What made you want to write this book?
I think we've been writing it for almost 2 years.
Wow.
3
It was
years.
13 years, right?
Yeah, so we were in
That's it. I wasn't thinking about writing a book.
I know. Dang, at 13.
we were in talks about writing the book for 2 years, and everything just started to come into play and stuff like that. And writing the book, I feel like I wanted to do something that was inspiring to other young people. So I feel like me and my platform is really just showing people what I'm capable of, and I feel like me stepping into other places, I want to make sure that I'm straight and life comes.
Right, absolutely.
You're doing a good job.
Most definitely.
Nah, for
You don't
real.
mind me asking, what is the book about?
The book is about a little girl, basically about myself. Yeah.
Right.
And basically how she's overcoming things as she's growing up, is going through bullying and stuff like that, and basically how she's taking it and running with it and creating something positive at the end.
Absolutely, that's a beautiful message. Beautiful message.
Yes.
Well, okay, so circling back to your business, it's called Flexin In My Complexion, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is the inspiration behind that whole situation in terms of like the name? Like where'd you start? What are some tips that you have to give for people who want to start their own business as well?
The name came from my grandmother, actually. She used to tell me and my sister to flex in our complexion. And then that was just something that always stuck with me. Then one day my sister posted a picture of me on Twitter and the hashtag was flexing in her complexion. And everyone was in the comments talking about how they love my skin color, how it was just so beautiful. And I was just like, wow, like these were the exact same things I was being bullied for growing up. And then I kind of just like, next day, maybe like 3 days later, my mom gave us $100 and boom, I had a business.
Wow.
And see,
that sold out in 10 minutes. So, you know, some slight.
That's good.
I ain't gonna lie, we need some merch.
Yeah, I got you. I got y'all.
Are you say you got a sister? Are you the youngest?
Mm-hmm. I'm the youngest. This is me and her.
I'm the youngest also out of 3 older sisters. Do you feel pressured, or like how do you feel like being the youngest with you doing so much?
I don't feel pressured about it because I honestly feel like they look at me as like I'm grown too. I'm doing things that they're basically doing as well, and I feel like we're all doing it as a family, and it's kind of fun doing that as a family. But I don't feel pressured about it or anything. I feel like me and my sister are kind of inspiring each other along the way because she is my manager, stylist, hairstylist, makeup artist. Sometimes attorney with like the little stuff. She basically does it all, so I feel like we're piggybacking off of each other. Really.
For sure. Sister wears many hats, for sure.
Whole family time.
Yeah,
exactly.
For real. So now, like all of these things you do, like everything, like how do you manage to knock out all of these things? And like, are you in school too, like homeschool also?
I'm homeschooled, but like at first, like it was hard. Like I started being homeschooled in 8th grade, and like I barely went to school. I was literally traveling every single week back to back, and so during that time, it was kind of hard for me to like keep up with school and stuff. But like now, I feel like I got it down pat.
You like travel?
Yeah, I just hasten on a plane, but I like going places.
I can relate to you on that for sure.
Baby, in long flights.
So like, what's like your favorite place that you traveled?
I went to Prague in Europe.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was nice. It was like a 10, 13 hour flight. Too long, by the way.
Yeah.
Too long.
I mean, don't you just sleep most of it? Like.
Yeah, but I got long legs, so they was over there. I was struggling. I was like,
If you don't mind me asking, like, what was that for?
I went for an award show out there, and then we did some business out there and stuff like that, pictures and stuff, because I gotta take pictures everywhere I go.
Right.
But yeah, it was for an award show. I didn't win, but I met some amazing people, but it was a fun experience,
Wow. What's a place you haven't went yet that you would want to go?
Bora Bora.
I've heard a lot of people say that.
But I've been talking about Bora Bora before. I don't even remember, like 9, 8 years old. Like I was just talking about Bora Bora for some odd reason. Like
Before you even knew exactly what it was, I want to go to Bora Bora.
Exactly.
Bora Bora.
Just saw it on TV. I was like, that's a nice place to go, so I want to go there.
That works. That really works. That's crazy. Well, what are some tips that you have for people who want to start their own business?
Tips that I have for people that want to start their own business. Just go for it. No one can stop you but yourself. If you have a dream and you really put your mind to it, I feel like you just go ahead and step to it because, some people doubt us because of our age sometimes or, the things that we've done in the past. I feel like if you have something that you want to do, I feel like you should just run towards it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I feel like another thing that helps now, today is social media. I feel like people can use that for pretty much everything with the technology we have. How are you able to deal with social media, or how do you deal with that now?
Now I feel like it's gotten easier because I know how to block things out and not really take it to heart because I know what I am and I know what I'm capable of. And so now, I mean, I still deal with like comments and stuff like that, people trying to be funny and stuff. But like, you know, it's just like I just brush it off because at the end of the day, I know I'm popping. At the end of the day, that's what they call me, Kheris Poppin'.
Kheris Poppin'. So about like your Instagram, Kheris Poppin', like I see you have 300,000 followers. Like, did you see like a big increase in like followers, or was it like a overnight thing? How was it?
It was kind of an overnight thing at one point. Like everything, woke up one day and was just all over the internet, and I was like, what? Like, what's going on? I'm just so confused.
Wow.
But I feel like over time I have grown and stuff like that, doing more things with myself and the business and stuff. So I feel like people are just kind of trying to follow along with my journey to see what I'm up to next.
Okay.
I feel like I just pull things out my head. Like,
Hey, you know what? That's the black girl magic.
exactly.
Yes.
So, what is your creative process behind? Well, let's talk about your line. What do you sell in terms of like clothing?
We sell everyday wear. We sell backpacks, hoodies, t-shirts, literally everything, bomber jackets.
Okay.
But we just dropped our new Black History Month collection in February. And yeah, I was super excited about that. It's doing really, really well. And yeah.
Yeah, y'all heard the word here, you know. The Black History Month, it was Black History Month,
Mhm.
clothing line, that's fire. Speaking of, you know, the creativity, you got a song right now, right? You
Mm-hmm.
dropped it, it's on all platforms?
Yeah, all platforms.
And, what's it called? Drop Top Thang, and it's on my playlist.
Don't play with
all
them.
platforms. Y'all can check it out.
Yeah, the links will be
yes.
in the description
It's
box.
fire.
You can check them out.
Go check that out.
How was that? I was shooting that, like.
It was really good. I feel like this is my first time doing a song solo because I was in a girl group before with Columbia Records.
Mm-hmm.
And coming out of that, I feel like I always wanted to do music on my own because I used to sing around the house, compete with my sister, you know, try to see who sing better, even though it's still me, but you know, she ain't gonna know that until somebody really tell her down and be like, girl, let it go. But coming into that, I was just like, I want to do my own thing, you know, show people that I can really sing, you know, instead of like being in a girl group where you're hearing multiple different 4 girls' voices, and I was showing y'all that I really got style, you know, at the end of the day, period. But when we recorded the song, we recorded like 2-3 times, and it was a fun experience. It was co-written by Blast, and that's one of my favorite artists. So that's one of my favorite artists. So you know, I had to step what a one time for LA, you know.
When can we expect another music
more music
project?
Real soon. Just trying to figure things out right now. Really, what I want to do, how I want to step forward with things, how I want people to see me as an artist and stuff. So you know, definitely more music coming.
And then like, are we gonna see like a music video? Like we gonna see like what
You gonna
we
put
gonna
this
see?
in the
We see a
music
music video or what?
Yeah, you know, y'all go watch the Drop Top Thang music video. You know, go watch
Okay,
that. Go watch
okay,
that. But
okay.
you know, we got more to come.
For sure. That's dope. I don't think we ended up talking about the creative process behind like the designs of your line. So what goes into the creating of a bomber jacket or a t-shirt or design of a backpack?
Well, me, I think of things visually and I just talk about them out loud and make sure that my sister understands what I'm trying to say.
Gotcha.
But like, she's like, she knows how to draw and stuff like that. I can't draw. I can sit on a computer and hook something up on Photoshop something. But you know, I can't draw. But yeah, so I feel like we kind of piggyback off of each other, and like if I have an idea, I'm gonna tell her, and it comes to life all just like that. We used to work in our garage actually. We used to have a full-blown warehouse in our garage. We recently just moved into a real warehouse instead of something that's in my backyard.
We like the elevation. We like
Steve
that.
Jobs work.
I know, huh? Big moves, big moves, big moves.
Exactly.
So you got a real good supportive system, and I feel like at that young age, or you know, really for everyone, and that's something that's really important. So that's really cool.
Yeah. So what about y'all? What y'all got going on?
Shoot, you know, this podcast we starting up. We all I know. I just something that came out for me was the Woman of the Movement, where I played Emmett Till. It's actually on Hulu. Go check that out.
Made me cry.
You seen it?
Said you made me cry.
That was a sad story.
That's good. That's good. That was just fun. But I hope that aside from, you know, it being emotional, that people actually learned something from it and, you know, learned the story. Because when I got the part and I was telling people about it, I realized how many people didn't know the story, and it was like how much lack of knowledge it was about Black history. Because it's like we know about the Martin Luther Kings and we know about the Jackie Robinsons and all the people that's doing great things, but we don't necessarily hear a lot of names about our fallen soldiers. And I feel like that was something that is important, especially around this time, because stories like this are still being told. So.
Right. Yeah. Most
Yeah.
definitely, most definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, actually, similarly to that Emmett Till story, I wrapped a biopic about Latasha Harlins in October, which is a story of a little Black girl who walked into a convenience store and was accused of stealing orange juice, and she was shot and killed. And then the lady who killed her served no time for it. So that was something that I just wrapped up, and that was, I say, playing characters like that is emotional because it's like knowing that, well, for one, they're gonna be their demise, and it's like, dang, like you didn't even get to live, and it's sad but it's also powerful that we get to tell those stories and show the world that, okay, this was a person, they had a life, they had dreams and all that, like everybody else does, and this is their story.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So,
and I feel like that's why I was so proud of the Woman of the Movement story that I was in, because our writer MJ did a great job humanizing Emmett and Mamie, and not just starting off with the story or the dead body. We got to see who Emmett was, who Mamie was, their relationship, and I feel like that was really important. And me and Noah also did a play about police brutality.
Black Superhero Magic Mama, it was by Inda Craig Galvin, great writer. We did that at the Geffen Playhouse. It was fantastic, yeah.
So another story about the young Black boy being killed. And he actually played my best friend in the play. And I played Tremarian.
That was a crazy, we always talk about the crazy way we found out about that. We're just sitting on the couch talking, not knowing that we're going to be in the same play. He had got the part first, though. And so he was like, you going to come to my play? And then I'm like, yeah, I'm going to come to yours. And that's basically, and then I said, oh, wait, we're talking about the same play. And that's how we found out about it. That was crazy. That was crazy.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy.
So
that's inspiring. I'm proud of you. Both of y'all, actually.
Appreciate it. Thank you. So, like, where do you see yourself in, like, 5 years,
Oh my God. Where I see myself in 5 years, I see myself having a clothing store, like an actual store, multiple around the city, and actually maybe more across the globe, sometime, somewhere. I see myself expanding a little more, not just in fashion, but the beauty world, makeup, hair, and stuff like that. We're working on an edge control right now called Edge Flex.
Edge is right.
And yeah, I'm super excited. We've been working on it since before the pandemic. Then we kind of stopped because COVID and stuff like that. Now we're kind of getting back into it.
Oh, for sure. I need some of that for sure. I need some Christmas presents for mom.
I was gonna say,
no,
so do you
real.
You about to sling your edges?
But
yeah,
that was some.
I know, get the edges laid, get them cool.
Yeah, okay. Oh yeah. So how do you feel like COVID impacted everything that you do right now?
Oh, actually, COVID was probably one of the best times. Money was coming in like this at that time, and I was kind of surprised. I was like, "Oh, folks just sitting at home buying stuff. Okay, let me whip some up real quick."
Right.
But COVID was actually a really good time for us. I feel like we all reflected, me and my family, on how we were going to better the company, how we were going to expand a little more. And I feel like without COVID, I feel like we wouldn't have done the warehouse thing as fast as we did. I feel like a lot of brand deals that I've done were kind of like really big around that time, which I was super, super excited about. I had some big things around that time, so it was crazy. Yeah, I enjoyed myself in the house.
Yeah.
I was living life.
I feel like COVID was definitely one of those make or break moments with everyone. I feel like for me, it was definitely a time where I got to have a lot of self-reflection.
Yeah.
I lost a lot of weight actually during that time. Then I had to gain it back for Emmett. But yeah, it was definitely some pros to COVID, aside from everything being shut down.
It was a crazy time.
Yeah, especially if you a homebody. So, like, I like being at home. So I have no problem sitting at home. And, you know, they was like, oh, yeah, you don't got to come into work because we closed. We good.
Great, amazing.
I'm one of those people where I'm not necessarily a homebody, but I can be out all night. Like, I can be out till like 3 in the morning, but I feel like I have to sleep in my bed. Like,
So you got to go home.
yeah, I always have to come at home, but I can be out.
Cedric be outside.
Yeah, he be outside. I'm a homebody. But yeah,
See, we
CJ
here
be
with that.
outside.
We here with that.
Yeah, nah.
You know, I like the nature and.
I be like, where he at now?
I know. But like with like COVID, like so you're an actress also. Like how was it? Like did you have to do self-tapes or were these roles like coming to you like direct bookings? How was it?
I was doing self-tapes during that time, but then I started doing Chicken Girls with Brad. But it's kind of like an influencer type show where it's just like influencers showing other young kids that they know what they're going through, like at school and stuff like that, and friendships, and basically what you're going through in middle school and high school and all those things like that. So, yeah, I'm excited for what's coming up. I don't know why it's so much. But, you know, like, yeah. I'm excited for what's coming up for me.
That's cool. How long ago did you start acting?
Right when I went viral. So it was like 2018.
How was the transition for you from, you know, actually going in person to doing self-tapes?
It was kind of crazy because for me, everything kind of flowed. I've never was like an actor before, even though like I did lots of acting classes. I went to like conservatories and stuff like that. I went to Amazing Grace Conservatory. Remember? Yeah. That's how I initially went viral for a fashion show. That was the first thing I went viral for at Amazing Grace Conservatory. And it kind of was like a weird transition for me because Nickelodeon kind of reached out for a show, and then our first thing we went to Nickelodeon Headquarters, and then I was just in a room full of like all like the heads and neck, and I'm sitting there like, yo, I'm like 10, I don't know what y'all talking about. And then so they sat there, they gave me a script one day. It was a monologue I had to do one day. I think it was our second meeting. And then, like, things kind of just, like, went from there. And then it was just a cool and scary experience. I'd never had to do something like that. But then, like, I love being in front of the camera. So doing self-tapes at home is better for me.
Yeah.
I feel like it's really actually beneficial to the people. It gives you the chance to have that perfect take.
Yeah.
You know, being in rooms that you only get so many tries.
Yeah, I was like, I'm nervous. I'm looking at all these heads. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I was like, these people are like the top tier. Like, and I'm sitting there just like 10, 11 years old. Like, I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm so sorry.
Did you have to like travel to the Nickelodeon headquarters or was it in LA?
Okay, they have one in LA, but then they flew me out to Chicago for a month or two.
Oh, okay.
For acting and stuff like that, acting classes and stuff. So,
Wow.
Yeah, it was kind of like a real serious situation there. And now, like, I'm 15, I'm like, God, we was doing a lot.
Wow.
Everything just kind of kick-started so quick. You just jump right into it. You
exactly.
know? Who would you say is your greatest inspiration right now?
My greatest inspiration, I would have to say, is Lupita Nyong'o. I actually got to work with her. I didn't even talk about that. I did a collection with Lupita with Flexin In My Complexion for her book So We, and that was like insane. Like I was like overwhelmed at that point. I was just like, what is going on? Like she's so inspiring. I feel like she paved a way for Black girls to show like we can be on the big screen too, and not be afraid to show who you are in front of the camera. Just be yourself and be just naturally you.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yes.
Kheris, you are an inspiring young lady. Thank you so much for sitting here and taking the time to interview with us.
Thank you. Thank you guys for having me. I had fun.
Yes. Make sure y'all go get everything, get you the Flexin In My Complexion merch. Nice. Go check out that book, Shine Bright.
Check out Drop Top Thang.
Nah, for real though, for real. Yep.
Let me stop.
And all of that will be in the description box, so make sure you just scroll down, click them links. It's gonna be the website, the links to the song and all that good stuff. And yeah, so the book, the edge control, and all of the above. We got all the above.
Follow the Instagram too, Kheris Poppin', right? Kheris Poppin', yeah. Follow everything, yeah.
And now we'll conclude our Word on the Streets, episode 2. Thank you, Pedestrians.
We out.
you.